Hey everyone, hoping you all are doing good at your side. So before diving into the today's topic, I wanted to let you all know that this video is only for educational purpose. So don't try this in your surroundings or with your friends to play with. Now imagine you are working on an important project and suddenly your device screen goes freezed and black. And when it comes back, all your files, folders are encrypted or vanished and replaced by a single Chrome file. And when you open that, it pops up a single message, which is demanding hundreds of dollars in Bitcoin to get your whole data back. Scary, right? So yes, that's our today's topic, ransomware. Now might be, many of you are thinking about, what is ransomware? Generally, it is made up of two words, ransom from malware, which is a type of malicious software that locks or encrypts your files presented on your system or your entire device. Simply, it is like hijacking an aeroplane with hostages and demanding the money or ransom from the police to free them. Same goes for the ransomware attack in cyber world. Today, we will be focusing on two ransomware attacks for the basic idea of this topic, which are CryptoLocker and Locky ransomware attack. Before going with those two attacks, let's discuss about the basics of ransomware. So, there are total 5 types of ransomware, including crypto ransomware, locker ransomware, scareware, doxware, or leakware, and RAS, ransomware as a service, from which we will be looking a practical of crypto ransomware at the end. Now let's discuss a simple workflow of ransomware attack. Firstly, the step goes with infection, which means that the ransomware is sent to the victim through various methods such as phishing emails, drives, remotely sharing, and much more. Then, encryption or locks, where ransomware locks all files and folders or generally encrypt all of them, which depends on type of ransomware. Then main villain come to the story where ransom is demanded through screen pop-up message or taking victim on a random website. But this ransom payment is demanded in cryptocurrency, and for more realistic look, an attacker includes countdown timer as well for increasing the urgency and pressure to pay. And after the payment is done, which is totally depends on victim, attacker provides decryption key through which victim's all data is restored. This attack was firstly mentioned in 1989, named as AIDS Trojan, which was made by Dr. Joseph Pop and targeted audience were attendees of the World Health Organization's AIDS conference, including working in the medical and healthcare field. This ransomware was programmed to lie dormant for a set number of system to reboots around 90 times. And in this period, that ransomware encrypted the file names on the hard drive, making the files inaccessible to the users. And from there, many new ransomware attacks were noted like WannaCry in 2017, Petya/NotPetya in 2016 and 2017, CryptoLocker in 2013, Locky in 2017, 2016, Ryuk from 2018, till yet, Sodinukibi, which is also named as Revil in 2019 till 2021, Conti from 2019 till yet, and Hive, which is the latest one and firstly reported in 2021. So from all of them, we'll be looking forward for most dangerous ransomwares, which were CryptoLocker and Locky ransomware. But before going on, let's look a small practical of ransomware attack. Now let's walk through a real-life practical of a ransomware attack. Imagine you receive an email that appears to be from a reputable company, like Microsoft, stating that you've been shortlisted for a job interview. The email provides a link or attachment claiming to be a form you need to fill out for the selection process. It looks convincing, right? But here's where the danger lies. The moment you download and open this file, it triggers malicious code hidden within. Without you even realizing, this code starts encrypting files on your device, or the specific files that the attacker has targeted get locked away, making them inaccessible to you. Then, a ransom message pops up, and it can be anything might be demanding payment, and usually in cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, which is in exchange for the decryption key to unlock your files Or the message can be like, please send me, hey message on XYZ number for more info. So this is the typical process of a ransomware attack. The attacker lures you in with a seemingly harmless email, and once the file is executed, your system is compromised. Now let's start with CryptoLocker, the granddaddy of modern ransomware. It was one of the first widespread and highly successful ransomware campaigns, marking the beginning of the modern ransomware era. It was first appeared in 2013, spreading like wildfire through phishing emails. Once on your system, it used a combination of RSA and AES encryption to lock your files and make them impossible to access without a special decryption key. CryptoLocker spread primarily through malicious email attachments, often disguised as legitimate business correspondence, such as shipping notifications or invoices. When the victim opened the attachment, the ransomware was installed on their system. This strain of ransomware hit hard, affecting hundreds of thousands of computers worldwide and forcing many victims to pay up. In fact, it's estimated that CryptoLocker extorted millions of dollars before law enforcement agencies shut it down in Operation Tovar. But the damage was done, and CryptoLocker had set a terrifying precedent. Now, let's talk about Locky. This ransomware appeared in 2016 and quickly became infamous for its massive spam campaigns. Unlike CryptoLocker, which spread through targeted phishing, Locky was like a shotgun blast, which means spreading everywhere, aiming to hit as many victims as possible. Locky was clever, often disguising itself as an email attachment. It used a seemingly harmless Word or Excel file. But once you opened it and enabled macros, it was game over. Your files would be encrypted, and you'd be staring at a ransom demand. Over time, Locky evolved, with variants like Diablo 6 and Lucatus making it even more resilient and dangerous. But both used sophisticated encryption methods and relied on social engineering to spread. But they had their differences too. CryptoLocker was more targeted, while Locky was more of a broad attack. CryptoLocker's time period was shorter than Locky, as it was brought down by a coordinated law enforcement effort, while Locky continued to evolve, making it harder to stop. Ransomware like Locky and CryptoLocker is a constant threat, but you can protect yourself from these kinds of attacks. First, always keep backups of your important files, preferably offline. Second, be cautious with emails that don't open attachments from unknown sources. Third, keep your software and antivirus programs up to date. And finally, educate yourself and others. In simple terms, awareness is your first line of defense, and there are a lot of practices which you can perform to prevent these kinds of attacks. And after that, also if you do get infected, don't panic. Disconnect from the internet to prevent the ransomware from spreading. Contact a cybersecurity professional, and remember that paying the ransom doesn't guarantee you'll get your files back. There are a lot of tools available that might help you to recover your files, but your best bet is to have backups and avoid getting infected in the first place. Locky and CryptoLocker might be two of the most infamous ransomware strains, but they're just the tip of the iceberg. As long as there's money to be made, cybercriminals will keep evolving their tactics. That's why it's so important to stay informed and stay vigilant. Thank you for watching our video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or doubts, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.